Hey guys, it's Tessa Blanchard, and you're watching AMBY.
Hey everyone, it's Alicia from AMBY, and I would like to welcome you to our interview with the lovely Tessa Blanchard. Hello!
Hello, I'm excited to be here.
I am so excited that you are finally here, finally on an AMBY interview. How are you?
I'm good, excited to be here. It was a little bit of a long flight this morning, but I slept the whole way, so I'm here in Canada, and I'm excited.
Well, welcome.
Thank you.
I want to kick things off by discussing the Mae Young Classic. This is such an exciting thing for you to be a part of. Any nerves going into it? Because the talent is just ridiculous.
I think there's always nerves before any match, but they picked literally 32 of the best women in the entire world to go out there and compete, and I'm so excited for everyone to see it. It debuts August 28th on the WWE Network, and honestly, the whole experience, it was just such a blast to be a part of and just talk with all the girls, work with all the girls, and I had a blast.
Well, you've been wrestling for a few years now, but the thing that I really liked hearing is that it was not forced on you by anybody in your family. You were kind of like, this is something that I personally would really love to do. So when was that moment for you?
I think I decided that I wanted to be a wrestler around 2012 when my dad was inducted into the Hall of Fame, and just like being in that environment, being around the main roster and like going to all the interviews and like seeing everything, I'm like, oh, okay, maybe this could be for me one day. And then when I turned 18, I left home for a year, and I didn't talk to my family. There was just a lot of family stuff going on at home, and during that year, I don't know what it was, but I looked up a wrestling school, and it was High Spots, and it was like 20 minutes from where I was living at the time, and I went there, and I was like, Michael, the guy who owns High Spots, I was like, Michael, I want to be a wrestler, and he was like, you can watch training, you can get in the ring, and I fell in love with it. Cedric Alexander was there, and Caleb Conley, and some names in the States. And now Cedric, fast forward, he did the Cruiserweight Classic, and he's in WWE, and he's like my big brother. He's just helped me so much. And George South, and just training with all them, and I fell in love with it.
I noticed that's something you do happen to get asked a lot is, do you feel any pressure, especially with who your father was, and do you feel that kind of helps you in the ring? And I love your reply to that, because I noticed that you say the same thing a lot of the time, and it's, the name means a lot to me, but the name doesn't mean anything when I step into the ring. I have to prove that myself. So I'm wondering if you could expand on that a little. I love that.
I've always thought that, like, I knew when I started wrestling it would be tougher because I have that name, and my father and my grandfather and my stepfather and like all these guys who were so successful in wrestling, and I knew that there would be pressure, but I don't think I quite knew what it would be like. And so I've been wrestling for 4 years now, and there's pressure every single day, every single locker room, every single match. There's always pressure to live up to it because they were so great, and I want to be just as great, but I kind of want to forge my own path. And I always say, like, my last name, it might get my foot in the door, might get me in front of the right people, but once you step in the ring, it doesn't take the bumps for you, it doesn't drive the miles for you, it doesn't really do anything for you once you're in the ring. But I don't know, I've always thought that.
You're a self-coined world traveler, so I was wondering, is there anywhere that you'll never tire of going to?
Japan.
Okay.
I love Japan.
That came so quickly. We're kind of mentioning Japan too before the camera.
I love Japan. Oh, I think that's the only other country that I could live in. Like,
really?
It's such a healthy lifestyle. I get into the best shape when I'm over there, just training, and then the dojo, and then the matches are so hard hit. It's my favorite style to wrestle. Like, I love that country.
And is there anywhere you really want to bring your craft that you haven't?
I want to go to Australia, and we actually just booked a tour over there. We have like 4 shows, me and my boyfriend. So I'm really, really, really excited because I just want to see like koalas and kangaroos. I really just want to go to Australia.
There's apparently, I've interviewed a couple of wrestlers who just came back from Australia, and there's a place where you can go to, and they just have 100 koalas and kangaroos.
I have to go
all around
there.
you. You just walk right through those doors, and they just come right up to you. So
I have to go there. I have to.
You had mentioned your boyfriend there, Ricochet, and before the camera started rolling, we were talking about how many cars you have. So you take the most sassy, badass photographs in front of these luxury cars. So how many are there?
That's all him. He's like, Tessa, you get in front of the car. Let me take a picture. And I'm like, okay. See, me, I have one car, get from A to B, I'm good.
Okay.
It's the boys in the house. It's Moose and Trevor that they're like, oh, we want this sweet car, this sweet ride. Look how fast it goes. Look what I can do to this. And so now we have 1, 2, So I guess 6 cars and a motorcycle now.
Wow.
And I'm like, it's a bit it's not necessary. It's not at all necessary, but to them, whatever.
I had no idea if these were just photo shoots and the person that you were filming with happened to have cars or these really nice motorcycles.
Oh no, it's the men in the
all
house.
Yours.
It's the men in the house.
Something I've noticed is you have a pretty awesome shoe collection. Like, I love the ones you're sporting now, and then you, of course, have those signature Tessa Blanchard. I feel like you wear them all the time. Those blue Timberlands.
Oh my gosh,
I've never seen those anywhere. They're so cool.
I love Timberlands. It's a funny story about Timberlands because we went to Journeys one time and we saw like some hot pink ones and I was like, oh, those are okay. And now I can't find them anywhere and I really want them. But Angelico and his girlfriend are always posting like his and hers Timberlands on Instagram and tagging me and Trevor in them. So Trevor and I were like, oh, well, we're going to do it too. And we just posted pictures in our Timberlands and he's gotten me like all the colors and all the Timberland high heels. I got the baby blue ones and Jordans, Kobe's, and I love shoes. I love them.
How many do you think you have in your collection?
Not as many as him. Not as many as him. But he'll tell me that I need to clean out the closet and I need to get rid of some shoes or some clothes or something. Because it's a funny joke. We'll run out of hangers. And I'll be like, oh, we need to go get more hangers. We just bought all these clothes. He goes, no, we're not allowed to buy new hangers. We have to just get rid of some clothes. And then you'll have free hangers.
I want to talk music with you, being a music website. I was wondering, who do you like listening to, whether when you're ready to get into that ring or when you're training?
I love my entrance music to kind of hype me up before a match. A guy named DJ Harry Fraud, he made it for me. And it's a remix of my dad's old music. So I love that. But when we're just like driving in the car and stuff, we really love Jidenna.
Okay.
Super, super big Jidenna fan right now. Like, I listen to him all the time, but I also listen to techno and country, and I'm very versatile with my music. Like, I listen to everything. It's kind of just whatever mood I'm in.
So there's nothing you won't touch? There's not a certain style or?
Not really. Like,
okay. Very
pretty
eclectic.
much from classical. Like, if I'm trying to go to sleep, I'll listen to like some classical or I love Ed Sheeran and Bruno Mars. We just found out they're coming to Orlando, so we're gonna try to
hit that up.
We're gonna go try to do that.
Is there a lot of time to go to concerts with how busy you two are?
See, it's tough because, especially like having a relationship in wrestling, we both travel so much and we're maybe home 2 days a week, 3 days a week, or we'll spend a month in Japan, or we're on the road for 3 weeks and then we're home for 4 hours before we have to get on, which is what happened yesterday. I was home for a couple hours before I had to head here, and so it is tough sometimes, but we make sure to make time to do those fun things. And when we're home, like, we do date nights and we're able to, I don't know, just still live a normal life.
So what does a night off look like for you two? Is it just a lot of movies and chilling out?
Yes, and usually, like, I'll cook dinner, or he'll go get a Red Box, and we'll hang out at the house, or we'll go to the gym real late and just kind of decompress at the gym. And we like to be together on our time off, I guess.
Well, to wrap things up, is there anything you want to leave with your fans who will be viewing? Any parting words? I'm real excited to be in Canada right now. My roots come back to Canada. My dad was born here, and I've got family in Calgary, and it's just super cool to be back here in Canada. I'm a super big fan of Tim Hortons, so I love your coffee here. I wish we had it in Florida. But I'm so blessed, like, only 4 years into wrestling and have the fan base that I do and just have fans that are so supportive, and I'm so grateful for all of you and to be where I am right now and to be sitting here with you, and I'm so blessed. They get it. Tessa is forever.
Tessa is forever.
I want to say thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you.
I feel like I have to squeeze one more question in though. Your go-to Timmy's order.
Oh my gosh, I don't even know what it is, but I just order a French vanilla.
Okay.
I don't know what it is.
The coffee just does
it. But it's delicious. It's delicious. Renee Dupree's wife actually showed it to me, and I'm like, I love this. So, and then those Nutella stuffed cookies.
Okay. See, I haven't given
on
those
like
a go.
Cheat day. Like,
it's worth it though.
Oh, yes.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And remember, to everybody viewing, you can visit us at amusicblogger.com for all exclusive interviews, features, videos, and so much more. We'll see ya.